Hi, I want to talk to you about the Lamb is worthy. Look at Revelation, the 5th chapter, verses 1 through 10 for a scriptural background. You remember Revelation is a record of a vision that God gave John while he was on the island of Patmos. The vision was meant to strengthen the faith of the readers by emphasizing God's sovereign power. God wants the world to know there is no God besides him, never was and never will be. Jesus triumphed over the powers of darkness and God's plan for the renewal of all things. Even in the face of great evil, you still got to understand that Jesus got up and declared all power in heaven and earth is in his hand. But in this situation, God allowed John to behold heavenly events so that I'm talking about you and I, we might have faith and confidence when we also face trials. Because Jesus said, in this life, you will have trials and tribulations. But John observed the Father sitting on the throne while holding a mysterious scroll, and which that scroll he held in his hand was sealed and stamped by 7 signets. John also observed a mighty angel crying out, looking for someone with the legitimate authority, to break the seals and reveal God's plan. John wept. He began to cry, the Bible said, because no one was worthy to read the scroll. But one of the elders came to John and consoled him and told him that the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, is worthy. And then in a twist, instead of looking at a lion, Jesus appeared like a lamb in heaven. In fact, if you was to look at and count how many times the book of Revelation refers to Jesus as a lamb, you see at least 29 times. And but one thing about it, this is not no ordinary lamb. This lamb has 7 horns and 7 eyes, which show that he possessed all power and all knowledge. And Jesus takes the scroll and reveals the contents, and in the waiting in heaven, the living creatures and the 24 elders join a song of countless angels the Bible talks about. They all bow down and they sing like they never sung before. And they sung so hard that eventually every creature in all places joined in the song of praise. The Bible said every knee shall bow in heaven and on earth and up under the earth, and every tongue in the heaven and on the earth and up under the earth shall confess Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. And so they all join in this great song of praise, and they praise Jesus for his servanthood. He came from heaven and sacrificed his life willingly, shedding his blood for the world's salvation. He's worthy. He's worthy of all praise, not for his aggression, but for his humility. Instead of a conquering ruler who defended himself, Jesus gave his life to purchase the victory. Unfortunately, many in our society think of themselves as worthy to be praised. They strut around, attempting to be the big boss and make people recognize their importance and their value. But Jesus followed. We got to use Jesus' example. Jesus served. Therefore, the host in heaven saying, worthy is the Lamb to receive all the power, all the wealth, all the wisdom, all the glory, and all the praises and all the blessings. For he purchased men for God with his blood from every tongue, tribe, and nation. Worthy is the Lamb. Worship the worthy one, the slain in the risen Jesus Christ. This is Pastor Keith Florence, Wichita, Kansas, Greater Moriah Missionary Baptist Church, telling you that God pays the highest wages for labor. And I also encourage you to keep looking up. Keep looking up. Keep looking up, because you can't see God looking down. God bless you. You are dismissed. Go in peace.